Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. As you can tell by the volume of my voice, it's doing a lot better. I'll talk about that in a moment. But welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1267. Networking Riches, day one. Mic drop. It's as simple as that. So yeah, so I think it was yesterday. I thought it was something to do with dairy. Eating a lot of dairy. There's something in the processing that you guys have here in the States that doesn't agree with my system. And so yesterday I went dairy-free. Today I have been dairy-free. There has been a huge difference between where I was 2 days ago, where I was yesterday, and where I am today. Huge difference. The last 6 weeks when I've been having the dairy, which was my grilled cheese sandwich once a day. And I don't normally eat that much cheese, but I love cheese. I love cheese. Trust me, when I go home to New Zealand, I have cheese. And I don't have any of these side effects. But I would hit a brick wall in the afternoon. It didn't matter what energy stuff I took. There would be this brick wall there that I would be sitting here typing, and I would literally fall asleep while typing. And then I'd suddenly jolt myself awake and have to delete like about 3/4 of what I just typed because it was all gibberish because my fingers weren't working properly. Yesterday, not as much as a brick wall. Today, zero brick wall, zero. Voice feeling a lot better. I mean, I didn't talk a lot and I didn't do as much greeting as I normally do. This is about the most talking I have done all day. But yeah, my voice is feeling stronger. My vocal cords are feeling stronger. I have been diffusing eucalyptus and peppermint in this all day and just sort of like having it here as my little inhaler thingy me bob. I've been taking my, I had, what are these ones? Ginger digestive drops. No, they are not treats for you, my lady. They are not treats. It was not treats for you. But that helps break down a lot of stuff that you've got in your digestive system, especially the gook that is, so I just got dog hair on my lip gloss. Dog hair and lip gloss do not go together. Oh, God. And so I was sucking on the ginger drops, the OnGuard throat lozenges, and the breathe, and all of that has been helping clear up the sinuses, the chest congestion, all of that. Like I said, I did not hit a zero. I did not hit a brick wall today at all, which was awesome. When we got to the end of Networking Riches, I was tired, but that was a different type of tired. It wasn't this brick wall tired where I fall asleep. And I just thought, so when we went and we had a snooze, and then we took Steffi for her walk, and then I was like, oh crap, I totally forgot I had to get her dog food. So we just got back from, she's like, fine, you're not going to, oh, what you brought me? You brought me a, she's got her bounty hunter. There you go. Yeah, she's in play mode now because she's been to PetSmart. She got to go to PetSmart to get back up her dog food. But with her, I have found it is very difficult to maneuver a trolley one-handed with her on a leash. So now I pick her up, I put her in the cart, which she is not happy about. Okay, thank you. I'll look after it. She's like, no. But she is not happy about. But the cool part is that we just got back from that, and now I have food for her, and I'm going to have to hide her toy over here so we don't get. But anyway, so Networking Riches today was amazing. Had some really good teachings in there, and normal teaching stuff that we normally have. And if you've been following me for long enough, you know how much I love this workshop. Networking Riches is all about how to network for profit and effective, to be effective and make some money at the same time. How to do it effectively and profitably. And so Casey walks you through what to do before you go to an event, at an event, after an event, follow up, who you're supposed to talk to when you're at an event, and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know, I've been hearing it since 2014 when he did his first one. I've missed 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 of them, and the half was when I was in hospital, when Brad was in hospital, and I was just watching from his bedside while he slept. but it has been amazing. And then always on day one, we do 1 or 2 breakthrough zones. And then on Sunday, on the second day, I'm used to doing these on weekends. On the second day, we finish up from the day before, and then we do more breakthrough zones. And we can get through probably about 3 or 4, sometimes 5, depending on how long they take. And I have to tell you, the 2 breakthrough zones we had today, this is my favorite part. And the reason it is my favorite, I mean, I can watch all the faces I like during Networking Riches and see the little light bulbs go off and here and there and see the little golden nuggets. And I'm watching the chat as well. But when you get people in that hot seat on the breakthrough zone, that is where the magic happens. And that is my favorite part, because I never know what problem, because the idea of the breakthrough zone is that somebody comes and sits in the seat if we're in person, but is pulled up on the Zoom call, and they tell us one problem that they have with their business that they need help with. And they could have a myriad problem, but we just want one. And you never know what one issue you are going to get, one challenge that they're having in their business that you're going to get. And today was amazing. We had 2 breakthrough zones. We had one that we had never had come across the breakthrough zone before, which was awesome. And we had one which we've kind of had come through before, and had some ideas, but I could just the look on Casey's face when the person was explaining what their issue was, I could tell this was going to be a mic drop moment. And it was. It blew my mind. I actually got a lot of information out of that one session. And I can't tell you what the problem is. I can't tell you what the solution is, because every time we're in the breakthrough zone, it is a confidential, safe space. But I can tell you this, my mind was blown with, and it was something that anybody can do in their business if they want to. And it can make you thousands. It has the potential to make you thousands. And I was just like, oh, I'd already do that, but not to that extent. Like, he talked about doing this one thing. And I thought, yeah, well, I do that one thing. And then he blew it up. And I'm just like, whoa. It was like, mic drop. Or as I put in the chat, bam. But it was just, and then we had the next person come into the hot seat with their unique issue that we have never had come across the breakthrough zones before. And so that was very interesting to see how that one was, ideas that were given by the coaches on how that could be resolved or how to handle it. And I was just like, oh, because I'm like, when he was talking about the problem, I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm like, how would you even approach that? And like, it already had me going, well, what if I was in that situation, what would I do? I'm like, I don't even know what I would do. And then the coaches got in there, and I'm like, oh, that's how you would do that. And this one required not so much transaction, but more transformational. Because we work at the intersection of transaction and transformational. So where those two intersect, that's our sweet spot. And so yeah, there was some transaction in there, but there was a lot of transformation in there as well, being in a certain space to be able to work on this issue. And again, mic drop moment. It was like, wow, I never would have thought of handling that way. But then I don't know that profession. But I was even thinking, just from a business point of view, if you had somebody come through with that issue, and I thought, well, yeah, I kind of could have applied it to the travel if that situation came up in travel. But I couldn't. Could I apply it to genealogy? In a way, yes. So I found a way that I could do that with travel and to do that with genealogy as well. But it was, we closed out with 2 really, really good breakthrough sessions. So I'm sort of like fired up, ready to get going and to go in tomorrow to see what breakthrough zones we're going to have tomorrow. So this is because, like I said, we One was a different twist on ones we've had before, and the one was completely, we have never come across that one before. But it was, yeah, it was well worth being there today. It was awesome. So I am looking forward to tomorrow to see what's going to happen there with the breakthrough zones, and watch people's mind get blown as we go through the last section before we get to the breakthrough zone. Yeah, we're going to be in and out of there real quick tomorrow, so it's going to be awesome. And I've already got my to-do list for after the event, of what I need to get done and everything else, because I've got some errands that have to be done, and Zeffie's not going to be happy because she has to get left behind. I'm going to go take the car and get an oil change done, and I can't take her with me for that. And then pick up the mail, which I haven't picked up in 4 weeks. But I know there's a lot of packages because I've been getting all these messages. I'm like, so I'm going to have to dig out my pink carton and take that with me to put everything in there. But anyway, so today at Networking Riches was a mic drop moment. And it wasn't just the fact that I experienced that today. I could see it on the other faces of everybody else there. And the person who was in the seat was like, wait, what? It had this like deer caught in headlights look, like, what just happened? And you could see her trying to get her mind around it, and you could see the moment it clicked with her. It was pure magic to watch. So I'm so looking forward to day 2 tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be fun. And seeing what comes up in the breakthrough zone. So that's it from me for today. I am out of here. Got Zeffie's food, so that's why she had some in her bowl. But I'm going to have to go mix the food up anyway to put it in the container so that she's ready. Actually, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to do that one tomorrow. She just doesn't know it yet. But she'll be waiting for her treats. I'm going to go and have dinner now because I haven't had dinner yet, and just kick back and relax. Save the voice a little more, but it is doing so much better, and I cannot believe how much energy I had today, considering the fact that I didn't eat a lot today and I had 0 dairy. So yes, I'm going to repeat that process tomorrow and see what happens. So it's going to be... tomorrow's going to be awesome. This day 2, somehow, even though day 1 was spectacular and like mic drop moments, somehow day 2 tends to end up being a little better than day 1. I don't know why. It's interesting. But anyway, I don't care. It's just a very fun event to go to, and I love it. So go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and hopefully my errands tomorrow won't keep me beyond 6 p.m. Pacific, because that's when I hope to be back. We're actually pulling into PetSmart at 6 p.m. Pacific tonight, and I was like, oh, I totally forgot we're supposed to be on the air right now. So I apologize. But anyway, go have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening around 6 p.m. Pacific. Hei konera.